Here's your wrestling news for October 20th, 2025. Your headlines for today include WWE finally breaks silence on AI rumors, creative team speaks out. Heartbreaking update, Adam Cole's AEW return timeline doesn't look good. AEW Backstage rift, heated disagreement over Moxley Darby WrestleDream spot. Samoa Joe shocks fans by turning on Hangman Page after WrestleDream main event. Swerve Strickland backstage at AEW Dynamite after weeks away. Tony Khan responds to Amazon Prime streaming issues during WrestleDream. Limp Bizkit bassist Sam Rivers dies at 48. WWE fans remember his legacy, and more. Despite growing speculation online, WWE isn't letting artificial intelligence write storylines or scripts, at least not yet. During a Q&A on October 19, 2025, Fightful Sean Ross Sapp cleared up confusion, stating that WWE is experimenting with AI tools. They're being used strictly for technical and production purposes, not storytelling. Sapp reached out to several members of WWE's creative team, and each of them confirmed that the core writing process hasn't changed. They're like, we write the scripts, we integrate it with the talent, we go over it with the talent, it's all produced with the talent as well. It's not an AI thing. Earlier reports had suggested that Cyrus Kowarski, WWE's newly hired Senior Director of Creative Strategy, was leading a push toward AI-generated storylines, but according to Sapp sources, the storylines that make it to television are still entirely human-written, shaped by WWE's traditional creative and production team. Instead, the AI tools are mainly being used to assist with back-end work, things like organizing match history, note-taking, and data lookup. From what I heard, it's more doing it on the production side of things, and I can tell you, the production side of things is quite frankly overworked, and pretty excited to have those tools to help eliminate background noise and things like that. Sapp went on to explain that the AI system functions more like a digital assistant, helping staff quickly retrieve basic info rather than create content. They have AI tools at their disposal, but it's mainly like a digital writer's assistant that's able to be like, oh, when's the last time these two had a match, or something like that. He also noted that WWE has used AI in limited visual capacities, referencing certain recent examples. Clearly they've used it for graphics in some capacity as well, like with the El Grande Americano stuff, but it's not used to the prevalent nature of which is being rumored. Interestingly, some of WWE's top-level talent aren't just denying the AI rumors, they're frustrated by them, Sapp said. There was a very top talent that was like very adamant and honestly seemed offended that this was a thing. He's like, man, Ed Koskey is not AI, Paul Heyman is not AI, Michael Hayes is not AI. So for now, WWE's creative direction remains in human hands. The company may use AI to clean up audio, manage data, or streamline production, but when it comes to the stories fans see unfold on Raw or SmackDown, it's still in the minds of Paul Heyman, Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard, William Regal, and Ed Koskey crafting the narrative, not a machine. Do you trust WWE to keep AI out of the storytelling process, or do you think the tech takeover is only a matter of time? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about.
A new update has surfaced regarding Adam Cole's future in professional wrestling, and unfortunately, it doesn't sound promising for fans hoping to see him back in an AEW ring anytime soon. Cole has been sidelined indefinitely due to serious health issues, with reports confirming that the former TNT champion continues to battle lingering concussion complications that have made his in-ring return uncertain. During a recent Q&A session on Fightful Select, insider Sean Ross Sapp addressed Cole's current status and revealed there's been little to no progress in his recovery. Nowhere near returning the last time I checked. I don't want to get into too much private stuff, but he knew he was going to face issues dealing with this concussion, and he has. I've not heard of him doing coaching or anything like that, and I don't think traveling would help him recover. Sapp also confirmed that Cole hasn't taken on any backstage or coaching roles within AEW during this period, as the focus remains entirely on his health. The update follows Cole's emotional appearance at AEW Allin Texas 3 months ago, where he addressed fans directly and announced that he'd be relinquishing the TNT Championship due to his medical condition. At the time, Cole hinted that his career might be nearing its end, acknowledging that the concussion was legitimate and more serious than initially believed. Outside the ring, Cole has turned his attention toward one of his biggest passions, video games. Earlier this month, he revealed that he had ventured into voice acting, lending his voice to a character in the newly released indie game Curiosity, now available on Steam. This was an absolute joy. Thank you, Grand Pooh Bear, Play Curiosity. Check it out. Available now on Steam, Cole wrote on X. While it's clear that Adam Cole is finding ways to stay creative during his recovery, the reality remains that his return to wrestling is nowhere in sight. Fans are hopeful, but as things stand, there's no sign of AEW clearing him for in-ring competition. Do you think Adam Cole will ever make a full in-ring comeback, or is it time for him to focus on a new chapter outside the ropes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. AEW has often blurred the lines between reality and storytelling, but this time the fallout from Jon Moxley and Darby Allin's violent WrestleDream main event has spilled into a real-life feud, pitting Sarah Stock against Amanda Huber in a heated online exchange that's grabbed major attention. The controversy began when Sarah Stock, a former AEW and WWE coach, publicly criticized the company for airing a graphic moment where Moxley held Allin's head underwater in a fish tank during the match. AEW posted the spot on social media, prompting Stock to voice strong disapproval not just at the company, but toward parents for allowing their children to watch such content. You know who should stop this? Mothers, with their remote control. This is worse than the plastic bag over the head. Kids are gonna end up dead trying this stuff at home. Her comments immediately drew a fiery response from Amanda Huber, the widow of the late AEW star Brody Lee, and a member of AEW's community outreach team. Huber accused Stock of hypocrisy and pointed out that Stock herself had once been involved in a controversial angle during her wrestling career. This was midnight on a pay-per-view. Meanwhile, when you were working, you choked another woman out with a belt. Where was the outrage over kids trying that? And if you want to quote tweet a video of me talking about kids' grief to defend you being a hypocrite, go all the way off. Stock didn't hold back, firing back with a blunt dismissal. You're exposing your ignorance, but Huber doubled down, demanding Stock clarify her remarks. What ignorance exactly? Please educate me on your expertise when it comes to children or parenting. That's when Stock escalated the feud, bringing up a personal accusation tied to their time together backstage in AEW. Ignorance to how the industry works. No need to get hysterical. Not surprised though. The first day I met you, you spent the entire ride in a tizzy tearing down Sting's daughter and TK for allowing her to take your spot in AEW Outreach. Amanda Huber fired right back, calling out Stock's claims as false and condescending. I'm ignorant to how the industry I've been in and around since 2002 works? Calling me hysterical is a choice when I'm pointing out your hypocrisy. Keep telling lies online. Maybe one of the dirt sheets will cut you a check. The exchange has since reignited a broader debate within the wrestling community. How far is too far when it comes to depicting violence in professional wrestling, especially with young audiences watching? Stock's comments reflect a concern for safety and influence, while Huber's defense argues that such criticism unfairly targets performers and overlooks the context of pro wrestling storytelling. What began as a creative disagreement has now evolved into a deeply personal conflict, touching on parenting, professionalism, and unresolved backstage tensions. Do you think Sarah Stock was justified in calling out AEW's violent content, or was Amanda Huber right to defend the company and call out hypocrisy? Share your take in the comments below. The AEW World Championship match at WrestleDream was nothing short of a war. Hangman Adam Page defended his title against Samoa Joe in a match that tested both men's limits and left fans breathless from start to finish. In the end, though, it was Adam Page who came out on top. But what happened after the bell might change the direction of AEW entirely. When the match ended, Samoa Joe entered the ring alongside his stablemates. What looked like a moment of respect quickly turned into an ambush. Instead of congratulating the champion, Joe snapped, leading his group in a vicious post-match assault on Hangman Page. The beatdown ended with Joe hoisting Page onto the top turnbuckle and delivering a devastating muscle buster, leaving the AEW World Champion broken and motionless. It's now clear that Samoa Joe has crossed a line and may have fully embraced the dark side. His attack wasn't about frustration or rivalry anymore, it was a statement. What do you think of Samoa Joe turning on Hangman Page? Was this the right move for Joe's character or the start of a bigger power shift in AEW? Share your thoughts below. Mercedes Moné made history at AEW WrestleDream 2025, capturing her 11th championship and surpassing Ultimo Dragon's long-standing record, but the celebration quickly turned into Backlash online. After defeating Mina Shirakawa in a TBS title open challenge, Moné left the event holding both the AEW TBS Championship and the interim ROH Women's Television title. The predictable result still drew heavy criticism from fans, accusing AEW of over-pushing her. Instead of staying quiet, Moné fired back on Twitter, posting a zoomed-in photo of an angry fan and writing, "The IWC every time I win a title." She didn't stop there. Moné went on to claim that she was superior to Ultimo Dragon, sparking outrage among wrestling purists who consider the Japanese legend untouchable. The backlash didn't faze her. If anything, it fueled her momentum as one of wrestling's most polarizing stars. Traveling between promotions, Moné continues to collect titles and embrace the chaos which follows. Love her or hate her, Mercedes Moné is staying exactly where she wants to be, in the spotlight. What's your take on her record-breaking 11th title win? Swerve Strickland may have been seen backstage at a recent episode of AEW Dynamite, but fans hoping for a surprise return will have to wait a little longer. According to Fightful Select, Strickland is still recovering from surgery and has not yet been cleared for in-ring action. The report noted that Swerve's appearance backstage wasn't tied to any storyline plans or creative angle, it was simply a friendly visit. Swerve Strickland was backstage at a recent AEW Dynamite after his birthday party. He was just visiting and isn't ready for a return yet. Strickland has been absent from AEW programming since Forbidden Door, where he was quickly written out of ongoing storylines to undergo a much-needed surgical procedure. Sources later confirmed that Swerve had been working through a torn meniscus for months before finally deciding to address the injury. The recovery process is ongoing, and while AEW hasn't shared an official timeline, expectations are that Swerve will take the necessary time to fully heal before making his comeback. Given his momentum before stepping away, headlining major matches, and establishing himself as one of AEW's most complete performers, his return is expected to be a major moment when it finally happens. Are you excited to see Swerve back in AEW once he's cleared? What storyline or opponent should he target first when he returns? Share your thoughts in the comments below. AEW's WrestleDream delivered big moments inside the ring, but for many fans watching on Amazon Prime, the night was marred by major technical issues. The stream repeatedly froze, lagged, and even cut out during key segments, sparking frustration across social media. During the WrestleDream post-show press conference, AEW President Tony Khan addressed the situation head-on, making it clear that the streaming problems were not caused by AEW. Khan confirmed that the issue stemmed from Amazon's end, not from the company's production or broadcast teams. Yeah, it's something that's out of AEW's control. It was a technical problem with Amazon delivery. Our other streams were unaffected, but I think it's the other systems there. It does remind me of something that happened during ROH Death Before Dishonor. Khan praised AEW's internal team for handling the night smoothly on all other platforms, including HBO Max, which reportedly ran without any interruptions. He went on to express confidence that Amazon Prime will resolve the issue before future events, emphasizing that AEW remains committed to providing a flawless viewing experience for fans across all platforms. Everyone in AEW did a great job tonight, Khan noted. HBO Max delivered during the show, but Amazon Prime has some issues to iron out. While the glitch was outside of AEW's control, Khan acknowledged that it served as a valuable learning experience for both the promotion and its broadcast partners moving forward. With AEW continuing to expand its global reach through streaming partnerships, reliability will be key to maintaining fan trust, especially during major pay-per-view events. Were you affected by the WrestleDream streaming issues on Amazon Prime? How do you think AEW should handle its streaming partnerships going forward? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Sam Rivers, the longtime bassist for Limp Bizkit, has passed away at the age of 48, marking the end of an era for one of the most influential bands of the early 2000s. His death not only leaves a void in the music world, but also in the hearts of wrestling fans who remember how closely his work became intertwined with WWE's golden era. For many fans, Rivers' music will be forever tied to one of wrestling's most unforgettable moments, the My Way hype video that built up the epic clash between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 17. That video remains widely regarded as the greatest promo video package in WWE's history, capturing the spirit of the Attitude Era like no other. Limp Bizkit's connection to WWE didn't stop there. The band performed live at WrestleMania 19, delivering a high-energy performance that further solidified their place in wrestling culture. In a heartfelt statement posted online, Limp Bizkit announced Rivers' passing, remembering him as the heartbeat of our music and a creative force whose influence shaped their sound for decades. While the band did not disclose an official cause of death, Rivers had previously battled alcohol-related liver disease. His passing is being felt deeply across both the rock community and wrestling fandom, as his legacy bridges two worlds that defined a generation. From chart-topping anthems to soundtracking some of WWE's most emotional moments, Sam Rivers' impact continues to echo long after the final note. Do you still consider My Way the greatest WrestleMania hype video song of all time? Share your memories of Sam Rivers and how his music shaped your love for wrestling in the comments below. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video